get tell more about your business, what you guys do. Quick introduction.
Yeah, so RedSOS is a panic alarm security system, which typically is used by different verticals in the industry, like hotel staff workers or hospital staff, um, retail chains, college campuses, school campuses, construction workers. Anywhere there is a lone working scenario where people are exposed to different kind of threats or exposed to different kind of emergency situations. The government is also mandating them in the US, as well as it's important for the employers and the brands to take care of their employees. So we have developed a modular IoT solution as part of RedSOS to cater to that need. It's a full stream service, not only the technology part of it, but also the service of actually providing a central station and emergency response. Um, yeah, all comprehensive and modular, so very much can be tailored to the individual business's needs. That's what we do, primarily in the US, also in North America, and also scaling up to the different parts of the world right now.
I think obviously this is you guys have a startup, and before this, you all have a lot of experience in the space, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we have been in the business, the security line of business for 9 years now. We have our first generation was a hardware line of product, unconnected, helping to prevent any kind of personal emergency, prevent any kind of crimes from happening, also get help in terms of personal emergency scenarios. We subsequently built generations of our technology where it comes with a full service offering, 24/7 emergency monitoring, as well as comes with that sophistication on the panic button or the activation side, making it as simple as possible to the user. 1 second activation, they don't have to talk, text, or think when they're in an emergency. Usually,
yeah,
people caught up. So that's how we have evolved. So we have served in around 29 countries, sold on the hardware side around millions of devices, basically, and also sold it in the retail stores and across different countries, really.
got it. That's super cool. Uh, so what were you, doing in terms of generating pipeline or before this, before working with us?
Yeah, I mean, before working with you guys, our process of generating leads was largely, it was a little unstructured, I would say, and generating mostly through references, word of mouth references or recommendations. We had done some things like purchasing mailing lists and sending mass email and so on, but not really doing it algorithmically, not really leveraging the best of the science part of doing a marketing campaign. We have leveraged data and also this whole spectrum of learning from data and engaging a campaign definitely improved during our lifetime in the startup. But I would say that, the structure behind combining combination of art and science in running campaigns was not there. Our solution obviously organically was growing, and through references and success stories was growing in its adoption. But there was a lot more that was on the table, which was largely untapped because of the nature in which we were doing and not digitizing the process. So yeah, and that's what brought us to you.
Got it. I mean, also, I think we've been, even before RedOS, we've been working together for a few months as well. So,
Correct.
one question is, what made you choose us? What choose us over other competitors? Because you've been in the space for so long, you would have worked with others as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sid, one good thing. Thanks for the question. Yeah, obviously we did not make a choice out of nowhere. It was a very conscious, well thought out decision why we went for you or went with you, because of the exposure that I had in working with you on another project. I think I mentioned something just in my previous answer, which is that the way I look at this outreach campaign is a combination of you know. Art and science. The art is on how and what we need to put together as a comprehensive storyline that can draw the attention. The science part of it is how we build the campaign's infrastructure, as well as it's a loop, feedback loop process where we study the data real time, and we that helps in improving this garner towards success, right? So we start with a broader funnel that makes sense based on our understanding, where it gradually narrows it down to maximize the chances of success and responses. So I think what I found in you particularly, and then your team, is that you're a young guy, young mind. I have a special preference towards that, the raw talent part of it. But you are also very poised, age with notwithstanding the age part of it. But you had that vision in yourself as a business person, and as this part of the combination of art and science, you did bring that persona to the table, which I felt very comfortable working with. And to me, that is important. I think to most people, that is very important on who we work with. Because at the end of the day, we're humans who are working and activating the process. Part of it also is about being able to work together, listening to the opinion. We bring some expertise and understanding from the market segment, for example, and you bring certain expertise from this part of running campaigns, digital marketing campaigns in a certain way. And we have explored at least a lot of other options. I've seen that oftentimes there is a missing element. The missing element is that the people try to drive their agenda without seeing or learning what is a comprehensive strategy driving towards a common goal. Success for the business is what at the end of the day matters. What I found in you is your ability to understand, listen, and what I found in myself working with you is that you get it. So these two combination made me realize that you would be very effective. We can work together long term, and without any hesitation, I can also recommend you to other businesses who are also in lookout for the right talent and the right team. So that was the decision making point.
Yep. Yep. Appreciate it. And yeah, that's great to hear. And also, how were the results? After working with us, were they good? Were they bad? You can be honest, completely honest here. But
No, I think we were me and not only me and my business partner and the company were pleasantly surprised with actually the turn of events that happened. Like we launched a new product, we were only meticulously, doing the first initial part of it where we're studying a few data points. We adjusted, we found out crystal clearly, like what terms matter, um, which are the words that the people are caring about searching, even without having an intent-driven list or spending too much dollars in doing that. But we did it bottom up and organically found out what was the working point. The second thing is we found out who are the targets that we are going to reach out, and who are the decision makers, who are the buyer personas, who are the user personas. I must say that in just 2 months from the launch of this campaign, the results that we saw were mind-boggling. Was very successful, and we wanted to that extent it was successful that we wanted to pause it for a little while so that we can work and make sure that the next phase of our journey in conversion can get the time, considering our scale to address it. So from your work's activity perspective, I think it was immensely successful, and that made me even more confident that something in this whole process, in this whole infrastructure, the setup works, and we can continue this. We can turn on, turn off, pause, not turn off. Actually, it's really
yeah,
pause as appropriate, because at the end of the day, it is a part of the sales process, and the initial part of it where your activity comes in, starting with the blank slate, was super successful. So, and I, is there, if you ask me that, is there any chance of or any areas where we can improve? Of course, yes. That's part of our learning. That's part of
yeah,
your learning. But the question is that we have the infrastructure, the data source flow that indicates and tell us that this is the reason we need to do this change. That's very
yeah,
important. Otherwise, you're shooting in the dark. Now we have data to back our decisions.
yeah, definitely. I think that's why email is pretty good as well. It's very fast. We
Mhm.
get fast feedback.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, and final question is, how would you recommend us to anyone else? Is it
Oh yeah,
And
100%, and is 100%, as you know, that I've been recommending already, and I would continue to recommend and support and also leverage for ourselves also as we go. And I truly think that Sid, as you know it, that I told you that I work in the spirit of partnership, and I feel
yep,
very confident that you definitely deserve to become a partner, where I shared even ideas that are forming in my head, which are not necessarily related to the immediate work in progress. And I wanted to hear back from you. What's your opinion on this? How we can leverage that? So that's the comfort zone that I have reached. So I would definitely recommend you to many other companies and startups.